Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the main stage. We're about to get going on your next presentation. For those of you who have not joined us on this stage yet, are you wrapping us up? Okay, good. I'll remember that. Thank you. For those of you who haven't joined us on this stage, I want to let you know a few things. Your headphones do have a volume slider on the side, so you are the master of your own volume. If we're too loud, turn us down. If we're not loud enough, turn us up. Take a look over here at this here screen. If you would like closed captions or language interpretation services, Interprify is here for you. It's a pretty easy setup. We've got many different languages available to you, and this just walks you through it really fast. Again, you just scan that QR code, get right on in there and set it up, and you've got closed captions or language interpretation. We do want to thank our session sponsor for this session. That would be Flow Vector Systems. So you can give them a round of applause via sparkle fingers. There we go. That's how we applaud in silence. Also, we want to thank our AV sponsors. We've got Audio Engineers Northwest, and we've got Blue Danube. They're kicking it back there, giving us lights and sound. Thank you so much. But also, they have their vendor booths right over there. If you'd like to go and hang out with them, learn more about their amazing services, that's how you're going to do that. For those of you who your battery is running low on your cell phone, check it out. They got some cell phone chargers over there at Audio Engineers Northwest. And of course, we want to thank Quiet Events headphone experts who are giving us these little devices that we're wearing on our heads so that we can hear, even though we're on a loud trade room floor. So let's get on to this session, shall we? This session is called Hospitality in Flow, AI that frees up your team to serve better and grow faster. And here's your key takeaway, my friends. The businesses that benefit most from AI are not chasing hype. They are using it strategically to create better flow. And here to tell us more about that is Fredrik Sjoblom. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, great. All right. So I'm going to do a bit of reading from this as well as trying to look up at you as much as I can. So good afternoon. My name is Fredrik Sjoblom. I'm with Flow Vector Systems. And if you're wondering, my name is Finnish, as in from Finland. And I'm named for my great-grandfather who came here from Finland a long time ago. Came through Ellis Island. He changed his name to Fred Bloom to make it easier to get around the U.S. And a little fun fact about him, he actually migrated all the way west here to Seattle and became the police marshal for the University of Washington over 100 years ago in the 20s. So. Yeah, so why am I here? Besides being from Finland, I've been in technology for over 30 years now. I've spent 25 of those years in enterprise automation, working for big companies, government organizations, big corporations, and AI really just makes all this automation work so much easier. And I want to take this to the small and medium-sized business community. It's really I know it's really overwhelming. There's so many AI tools and things are changing so rapidly. It's hard to know when to get started. Like I feel like I'm being left behind. How do I get going? And so that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to help. You know, I think about this time in AI as kind of like the mid 90s. If you imagine when websites were first coming up and everyone felt like they needed a website. You know, it's kind of that same energy, and it's only going about 1,000 times faster than that, though. So that's where, again, I really feel like I want to help the overwhelmed businesses get started here and get ahead and not feel like they're being left behind. So, like I said, so many options to choose from. It's hard to know where to start. We'll help you use practical AI to gain some insights, streamline workflows, reduce repetitive work, and create more operational flow. And that's kind of the key word here. And I know my friend at Wrap It Up here is going to key in on the word flow. It's really what I want to talk about, because I think every business owner and leader in this room knows what it feels like when your business is not in flow, right? Things are a little bit out of order. You know, you have good people, you care about your service, you care about your guest experience, and you care about growth. But your day gets bogged down every day with things that are interrupting it, and it's hard to focus on those things. And there's too many manual steps and repeated tasks and little handoffs that depend on someone actually having to remember to do the thing that they were supposed to do. And so we want to automate some of that stuff. And today I want to make AI feel practical, not futuristic or intimidating, just useful in your business. And before I dig in, I just want to highlight, I'm giving away a free one-time online business intelligence report, and it's gonna look at your business across the internet from many different perspectives, not just your website, but all your ratings across all the ratings providers, and give you some intelligence on how you're showing up, what you're doing well, and what you could do a little bit better. And that's free, and just give me your business card. I'll be happy to take that and send it to you. So we'll talk more about that. At the end of this presentation, Wrap It Up's going to wrap it up for us, and I'm so excited and a little nervous to see how that turns out. But I'm actually pretty stoked on it. All right, so let me start with something here. Let me see. I think my slides are sort of advancing on their own. Let me get here. Boom. Okay. Let me start with something I think everyone here is going to understand. Your best people are spending way too much time on work that doesn't deserve their talent. They're answering the same questions and rewriting the same emails and chasing follow-ups and digging through shared drives and email and intranets and paper for information. And every minute they're spending in that space is a minute they're not focused on what matters most, and that's your customers, the relationships, the experience, and the growth of your business. And most hospitality and event businesses don't have a people problem, they have a friction problem. And the issue is usually not that the team doesn't care, it's that too much of the day gets eaten up by all that repetitive work and manual process stuff we talked about. Friction is expensive in time, consistency, employee morale, and customer experience. Okay. When people hear AI, they often picture something futuristic or complicated, something disruptive, but in practical terms, AI is just a better way to support repetitive work. And at its best, AI is workflow leverage. It can help draft responses, summarize information, organize knowledge, support follow-ups, standardize common communications, and reduce the time people spend hunting through all this information and trying to clean it up and get it ready. So it's not about turning your business into a robot. It's about getting unnecessary drag off your team. And here's where it gets really practical in hospitality and the event space. It helps hospitality and event businesses handle growth more intelligently. And as demand increases, not every increase in volume has to create the same manual workload, okay? So it helps you scale much better. And if you have a repeatable process, a repeatable task, something that is something the same thing that happens with every client, we can automate a lot of that. And so I would really love to spend some time with you and dig in with you on some of those areas in your business where that might be able to help. That really turns into multiple things. Some of the outcomes you'll see here, just like faster responses, tighter follow-up, better staff support, more consistency across your business, and less time lost to all those repetitive administrative tasks. In practical terms, handling of common guest questions, elegant handling of new leads, smoother inquiry follow-up, cleaner internal handoffs, and easier access to policies and procedures for your folks that work on your team, and less repetitive back office work for managers that support the teams. That's where AI becomes extremely valuable. Not when it feels flashy, but when it feels useful. All right. Sorry, my slides are advancing on their own, and so that's why I'm getting a little off track here. All right. So let's take a moment and just think about your business. And how often is information trapped in one person's head? It might be your head. How often does a newer employee need help finding an answer? And how often does someone ask, where do I find that? Or what's our process for this? You think about like shift handoffs or end-of-day summaries, manager recaps, next step clarity, and routine follow-up. They're not dramatic problems, but they're real. And in hospitality and in the event space, small operational problems have a way of becoming customer experience problems really quickly. A delayed response becomes a lost booking. An inconsistent message creates confusion, and a messy handoff becomes a poor guest experience. I also want to draw a pretty important boundary here. Not everything in your business should be automated. Obviously, in hospitality, relationships matter the most, Empathy matters, service recovery matters, judgment matters, and leadership matters. So the goal is not to automate the heart out of the business. It's to protect the heart of the business and remove the clutter that's around it. We're not looking at how do we replace the human experience, but how do we create more room for the human experience? And if you're wondering where to start, here's the simple version. First, identify one workflow that's repetitive, manual, and annoying. We'll find a place where AI can support that workflow without adding unnecessary complexity or risk. We'll measure whether it saves time, we'll improve consistency, and improve the customer experience. And we'll set up some KPIs to make sure that we're hitting those. And that's how you get started. It's just one workflow, one pilot, one measurable win. You don't need a whole AI strategy deck. You don't automate 10 things at once. You just need one strong starting point. When you reduce friction, a lot of good things happen. Let's see if I can keep mowing. Yeah, let's keep going. All right. Reduce friction, a lot of good things start happening. Response times improves, follow-ups get tighter, communication gets cleaner, and staff have better support. Leaders spend less time in cleanup mode, and customers get a smoother experience. This is what I mean by hospitality and flow. It's not perfection. It's not some fantasy land where technology solves everything. It's a business that moves better with less friction, more consistency, and more room to do meaningful work with your people. We're getting close on time, so I'm going to leave you one simple question. Where's your team getting bogged down in work that's necessary, repetitive, and taking them away from the customer? That's usually the right place to start. And if you'd like help thinking that through, you can come see me over at booth 451. I'd be happy to talk to you. We can do a quick workflow review and help identify that one process that would be a good, strong place to start. The hospitality businesses that win with AI will not be the ones chasing the hype. They're the ones who are using it practically to reduce friction. Again, the goal is not to replace people. The goal is to free people up. Not making your business colder, making it smoother, and not chasing technology for its own sake, but using it to support the work that matters most. If anything I said today has made you think, that's exactly where my team gets bogged down, come find me. I would love to help you. And don't forget, we have that online business analysis report. It's free. It's a clear summary of your company's online presence with some clear recommendations on what you can do to improve. And then on top of that, there's some affordable advanced options that are available, including some competitive analysis, some sector-specific ranking, and continuous improvement advisement and monthly rank and trend reporting. So that's what I have going on for the conference here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everyone listening and staying with me. Now let's give a big warm welcome to Event Wrap, who's going to wrap this up for us.
Thank you, Fredrik. Big round of applause for Fredrik and his presentation. I just met him last night, and he was like, wrap my session? And I was like, you're a brave man. So that's what I'm going to do. And there is no AI or automation in this process. I wrote the wrap on my phone while I was listening. I had about 13 minutes to complete the process, and I now have it in this little teleprompter app, and I'm going to perform it. And I really have no idea what it says. It just it is revealed to me as fast as it's revealed to you. So I hope you enjoy it. All right. Goes like this. Hey, can you guys hear the beat? There we go. Nod your heads. Nod your heads. Nod your heads. Come on. Thank you, Fredrik. Come on. It goes flow vector systems, process the wisdom, don't settle for less, take it to the moon. Flow vector systems to help you grow quicker, get the wisdom from Fredrik Sjoblom. Flow vector systems, process the wisdom, don't settle for less, take it to the moon. Flow vector systems to help you grow quicker, get that wisdom from Fredrik Sjoblom. Small business automations, y'all, let's go. I'm ready for it, hospitality in the flow, so let's get down and dirty, y'all. Get grimy. AI is like the web was in the mid-90s. This is not a people problem, it's a friction problem, which means it's an issue AI can get to solving. Workflow leakage, the word flow frictionless, make you feel loose like an alcoholic beverage. No no AI in the rap, I kick it for sport. Fredrik, I want that AI business report so I can innovate my systems with a quick search. Automation, baby, please reduce my busy work. No manual steps, I'm just rapping adept. And hey, useful beats, flashy. Hey, that is something that you have to respect, and that's why I do the rap musical. The recap is useful. Flow vector systems, process the wisdom. Don't settle for less, take it to the moon. Flow vector systems to help you grow quicker. Get that wisdom from Fredrik Sjoblom. Flow vector systems, process the wisdom. Don't settle for less, take it to the moon. Flow vector systems to help you grow quicker. Get that wisdom from Fredrik Sjoblom. All I want is a groove. Yeah. Aha. All I want is a groove and a sweet flow to shift the handoffs and reduce the repeat load, reduce the repetition. That's the function. We always got to keep the humans in the judgment. As a rapper, I'm representing for the rhythm. Fredrik is all about that preventable friction to give every client the value that they say they want and never have to stall with a delayed response. Move with structure, smooth like butter. Sjoblom showed you. Reduce the clutter. That was the gist of his keynote speech. His ancestors would be proud. They came from Sweden. Automation to make sure that the tech is working so you're faster at delivering a better service. Work with him. Yeah, work with him, because that is how you will be finding your first win with flow vector systems. Process the wisdom. Don't settle for less, y'all. Take it for to the moon. Flow vector systems. Process the wisdom. Get that wisdom from Fredrik Sjoblom. Flow vector systems. Process the wisdom. Don't settle for less, y'all. Take it to the moon. Flow vector systems to help you go quicker. Get that wisdom from Fredrik Sjoblom. Get that wisdom from Fredrik Sjoblom. And that's the go-to. Thank you, guys.
Applause, please.
You
for
will
Baba
remember his name now.
Brinkman. Oh, we'll never forget it. Round of applause for Baba Brinkman with Event Rap. And also, let's thank our speaker. You heard the name 20 times in that rap, Fredrik Sjoblom. All right, friends, we will be back here in about 10 minutes with your next panel, Reveal the Elephant, an interactive game connecting our community. If you're staying with us, keep your headphones with us. If you're leaving, set them on down.